All right, so I had some requests to provide some further ideas for once you finish this training program. And so what I did is I added some videos onto this playlist after this video, and then I'll just kind of run you through what those are real quickly. And you can kind of do those in any order. And then I'll just give you a couple additional thoughts at the end. But so basically, I think the Board Vision program that you've been working on mixes well with, or I should say, board visualization program mixes well with board vision and also visualization. And so I tagged on the next four videos are going to be videos inspired by Michael De La Maz's rapid chess improvement and his vision drills therein. So the first two will be night vision drills, and then there'll be a concentric squares drill, and then there will be an adaptation of the concentric squares drill called the Big Hammer, and that was designed by Chaz, um, and that takes the concentric squares drill to another level. So those would be things to help with your board vision. And one thing I would just mention too, I will put in the videos on the night drills, the night vision drills. I will put a link to a Chessable course that's a free course where it has tactics that are all focused on knights. And so that could be one good thing that you could work on would be to do these night vision drills and then also drill these tactics that are all focused on knights so you could just get the knight movements really well. Because like all these things tie together. And then after that, I'll have a link to a video on a visualization quiz that you can do to see how good you can visualize and solve puzzles in your head, basically. And that one will give you links to a couple of resources that you can use to aid in chess visualization, where you hold the image in your head and try to solve things. So that's a skill that ties in very well with board visualization. That board visualization that you've built up here will help with this, but they are different skills, so you do have to get your work on your working memory and stuff like that. But like I said, these all tie in together, and that's why I'm trailing these on into the same playlist. And then I'll have one video where I did a live stream a few weeks ago where I basically did tactics and I rewinded 3-ply and then visualized those 3-ply moves in my head to try to solve those puzzles, and that will dovetail nicely onto that visualization quiz, and that will make more sense, when you watch it. And then I guess one thing I would say, so you can do those in any combination. You can certainly come back to the course if things start to feel rusty. If you want to work on like the X-wings in the corner and just go through it again, certainly fine to do that. I would actually recommend it maybe like after several months to come back and refresh it. And then one thing that I've done that's helped me tremendously, and it's a gradual thing that helps over time, is before I play my first game of the day, I myself log into chess.com and use their vision trainer, and I do one run with black, one run with white, just like you've been doing in the course, and then I do another additional run with each color, but I only have it show me one square, and I look at the first square that pops up. I close my eyes and I do two things. I visualize the color of the square. I visualize that square as good as I can in my head. And this is not a race, you just do it slowly. And then I name the corresponding square and try to visualize that square. And by that, I mean like the central reflection. So like as we kind of discussed in this program, like for C3, it would be F6. For B7, it would be G2. For D4, it would be E5. So where it reflects in the center, and then you'll kind of get more practice on appreciating the connection between the either, if you want to call them corresponding squares or central reflection squares. But that's helpful. So I do that, name the color, look at the central reflection square, and then in my head, I visualize the diagonal that the bishop can travel along from that square, and I name the squares where it hits the edge of the board. So like, say it was C3 is the square that popped up. I would visualize the A1 to H8 diagonal. I would say it hits at A1 and H8. Okay, and then I would look at the A6 to E1 diagonal in my head, kind of visualize it, and then just physically state, where it hits the edge of the board. And that's it. Like that actually helps me a lot. But those De La Maza vision drills could help a lot too. I'll put a link to that book. He talks about developing vision drills. In that book, he talks about developing your own personalized vision drills based on what you're missing in tactics when you play the games. It's actually a really good book. You can get a lot out of it without going through like the full-blown, intense woodpecker kind of approach, and still get a lot out of it. So I hope you guys continue to get value out of having done this program. And those are some suggestions I would say going forward can help you kind of tie it all together and use the stuff that you learned in this program synergistically with these other skills. So anyway, take care and have a good one, guys, and good luck going forward. Peace.